Hi. So, thank you so much for joining me. This pick a card reading was a subscriber request, and the request was two choices in love. So, we're going to go with it. So, we have three piles for you. Of course, I always have three piles. Pile 1 is Sweetheart. Pile 2, Lady Luck. And pile 3, Rooster Mama. Again, that's 1, 2, and 3. So if you need any information about me, how to contact me, if you need a personal reading, all information is in the description box, as well as timestamps if you want to jump ahead. I'm fixing to show you the decks that I used in this reading. Okay, so I did use quite a bit of decks for this. In all of the readings, I use the Divine Circus Oracle, the the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, created by Angela with Mystic Moon, the Masculine Madness, that was created by Bridget Rowe of Divine Essentials, the Higher Love Soul Link Oracle cards, the Romance Angels, Lovers Oracle, and the Journey of Love Union cards by Bridget Rowe. In pile 1, the cards I used for pile 1 was the Everyday Witch Tarot and Legacy of the Divine. For pile option number 2, I use the Arcanum Tarot and the After Tarot. And then for pile number 3, I use the Barbary Tarot and Cosmic Tarot. So if you need more time to decide which deck or which pile you want to choose, you can go ahead and get started. You can go ahead, I'm sorry, pause the video because I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so for those of you that chose pile option number 1, so I'm going to use these. They seem to work out pretty good before. Okay, well, let me put you over here. So representing you, that's what the Sweetheart is for. So I'm just going to read to you what it says about this card in the book, because it might have a message for you, okay, regarding you. For Sweetheart, it says, you've known violence in your life, maybe on the outside, maybe on the inside, with a mind that has tortured you with fear, shame, darkness, and doubt. Enough of that now. It is time for a gentler way. Less pain, more gain. No more torture. It's your time for sweets and treats. It says there is so much violence in the world and in your own mind that we can assume that this is just the way of the world, that we have to accept it, deal with it, and thereby forget we have the right to question it and even change it if we so choose. Even the most ambitious desires for healing the world start with us as individuals. We cannot bring more peace to the world if there is violence in our hearts, regrets, shaming, judgments, fear of not being good enough, uncertainty, and constant pushing to become more, to do more, to have more, can become the energetic equivalent of beating ourselves up every day. This creates invisible bruises that never have time to heal because we don't give ourselves the sweetness, kindness, and compassion we need to break free from the abusive cycle. I'm just going to set this back here because this is representing you. So first, we're going to separate these piles. So, and it's up to you to decide as the viewer which person represents who. So the first one on your first option is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is someone who is very romantic. Of course, cups has to do with water, which is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Not only is he romantic, he's like very creatively trying to come up with ways of romancing you, of, getting your attention, trying to prove themselves to you, and all that. Then the second option you have is we have the Justice card. So Justice, that is Libra energy. This is someone who quite possibly may work in the legal system. They may be a police officer, a judge, an attorney. They may work with creating contracts. This person is someone who tries to be fair. They try to do the right thing. They especially try to live a very balanced lifestyle. So I'm going to put these to the side, and we're going to talk about your Knight of Cups. Okay. So what is a positive aspect to the relationship between you and the Knight of Cups? So we have the Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, it's like, Ten of Swords talks about there's been, maybe you've exchanged words that were hurtful to each other. Y'all have both been through a lot of anxiety and stress together, and possibly even individually. There's a lot of mental anguish that's happened, but the 10 has to do with its endings. So this is ending. Whatever you struggled with in this connection, it is coming to an end. Then we have the Strength card. Now this is Leo energy. And the Strength card, it's where you've overcome all these challenges, all these anxieties and these things that's caused stress. And I mentioned it before, it was the 10, and 10s are endings. You gained all this strength in your connection because of the things you've been through, the things you've overcome together, those challenges, those beasts, that mental anguish that has came up. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the Queen of Pentacles, this is the wifey type. She is very abundant. She's very maternal. She's very nurturing and protective. Okay. So let's look at some negative aspects of this connection between you and the Knight of Cups. So we have the Four of Rage, charcoal remains. So yeah, there's been some definite heated exchanges that's went on. And it's left you in ashes. The good thing about being left in ashes, though, is it can rise again, like the phoenix. And then we have the Six of Decay, taken for granted. So, there's definitely not an equal give and take in this connection. One or the other is taking more than the other. One is giving more than the other. And it's not equal. It's not balanced. And there's definitely a need for balance here. And then we have Dictator of Sorrow, checked out. For some of you, maybe it's just that you and this person's had a little split up, a little separation. And you're trying to decide if you want to get back together with this person. For others of you, I'm seeing, actually for quite a bit of you, the problems in this connection, more has to do with being triggered. And, being triggered has to do with healing. And you can't heal if you're not triggered. And it's the checked out, what I'm sensing from all this, especially with the checked out, is when we get stuck in our heads. And that negative Nancy voice that we have in our heads. And it seems like a lot of that was, the disruptions in the connection had to do with that the way we beat ourselves up. Just like your card was talking about yourself. And then we have soul cleanse. I've been purifying my mind and soul. So that has to do with them triggers. Has to do with, you get triggered by past pain and past, where you've been abandoned or went through trauma. And all that sometimes we bury that deep. Because just like your card said, it's like, everyone has problems, so just deal with it, right? And when that's not a great thing to say, and that's not a great way to live, because if you just deal with it, that means, in that negative type of sarcastic way, you're just actually, people don't actually cope. They actually just push it down and push it down and push it down. And then a healthy, relationship causes it to come up, makes you question it, makes you look at it. Then we have higher power. I pray you will forgive me. So this person really wants you to forgive them. They're trying to give you their words of letting you know how much they apologize, how remorseful they are, how they, it's not just this person. The message I'm being told to tell you, it's you too. It's both of you. You both have things to heal. This person is more, I'm getting that this person is more vocally having outbursts than you are. But that's probably because it has to bubble out. Just like that card, it has to bubble out. If it doesn't come out, you don't see it. You don't recognize it. You're trying to continue to just overlook it and ignore it. But whatever happened, it did help this person heal. And now they're just hoping that through your higher connection, through your love, and through source energy, y'all can get through this and get stronger, just like you have in the past. And then we have new or revived relationship. So this definitely tells me that there is the desire to renew this connection, And then we have wishful thinking. That has to do with that pray you will forgive me. They're hoping that this relationship can be renewed. Then we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So that's something for you to think about when it comes to that connection. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. There's something special about this person. And you know it. There's something amazing about this person. And I'm really getting a sense that this person really, yes, y'all are triggering each other. But it's strong. It's going to last. And this possibly, just like it says, your soulmate may differ from your usual type. This probably is one of your soulmates. Or a high-level twin flame, something like that. Twin soul. And they're not like anyone you have ever been with before. There's something special about this one. Then we have number 9, truth. I swear it's true. More than likely, this person probably tries very hard to be especially transparent with you. So, let's get these out of the way, and we will start talking about your other option. Let me just go ahead and keep him on the card here. Put him in the background for right now. So, let's go ahead and move Justice here. Your Libra energy over here. Next to you. So, let's look at something positive about this connection between you and this Justice. So, we have the Ace of Cups. So, this tells me this is possibly a new person that's come in. Possibly after this blow up with your Knight of Cups. So this is a new opportunity in love that's come in. You're very hopeful that maybe it will go somewhere. We have the Six of Cups. You may resonate as this person as a someone you've known in a past life. It may be a connection where, and how you can recognize that is that when you first start talking to someone, you're like, it clicks that you're like, it seems like I know this person before, but you know that you don't. So this could possibly be another soulmate. We've already decided this one was a soulmate, but you can have more than one soulmate. So this may be a soulmate as well. And there's lots of cups there. Then we have Ace of Wands. This person's actually, not only are they pulling your heartstrings, giving you that hope that maybe there's this joyful love connection that can spring up here, but they also probably giving you a heart on too if you're a man, or just igniting that passionate flame. And this is a new beginning in action as well, the Wands card. New beginning in action, where we saw the Knight of Cups as something maybe you went in separation or something. But you still have feelings for this Knight of Cups, or you wouldn't be asking either or about the two. You wouldn't be asking, you wouldn't be pulling this especially this pick a card reading up. So let's look at a negative aspect that could possibly happen in this connection. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You had a fourth card. And it's the Eight of Coins, which tells me that this is a new beginning in process. But, and it's something that you possibly are willing to work at. So now, let's look at some negative aspects that would happen of this connection. We have the number 13, Death, Kiss of Death. And, you know, the Death card has to do with transformation, growing, in which we already saw the Knight of Cups is a transformational connection. With the negative aspect, the Death being the kiss of death, that means there's no growth. There's no transformation. You know, it's just, it's like, yes, you could have something wonderful with this person. You could be maybe be happy, but it's not, and it may be just a soulmate. This would probably be your twin flame, and this one would probably be a soulmate. This does not trigger transformation. The Knight of Cups will trigger transformation within yourself. Number 3, Empress, barren wasteland. With the Death card, you're going to put all your work in, but it's really not going to go anywhere. This connection's not really going to go anywhere. 2 of Rage, fire escape. Yeah, it's going to bust up in flames. Number 6, Lovers, carnal thirst. This is something to ignite your passion, your sexual desires, your lust. This is a lustful connection. We have regrets. I regretted it the second I saw it in your eyes. I'm just getting that you will regret being with this person. Under pressure, sinking into the depths of sadness. You see where we're going with this. It says, major ending, new beginning. So possibly this justice is a rebound. That's just a rebound. Craftsmanship. They're a crafty little devil. We have only time will tell. You really want to put in all that time to find out how crafty they are? We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. There's things between you that don't connect. Like the puzzle pieces aren't going to fit together. It's fun for the time being, but you don't have with this one what you have with this one. And then we have magnetism. I feel you inside me and it drives me insane. But I think that's mostly talking about the sexual magnetism that is between you and this Justice card. So that, you know, there you go. You have your 2 options here. You know, only you can make the choice of which one you're going to make in the end. You've got to make that choice. Do you want to go through the triggers? Are you willing to put the work in? You know, the thing about twin flames, you have to be willing to put the work in. You have to be willing to heal and progress and ascend. And, you know, that's the whole purpose of the connection. Are you willing to put the work in so you can come to union? Or you want something that's just going to be, you know, lust and, you know, just a plaything, basically. That's your choice. So, I hope this resonated. I hope it made sense. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to get started with pile number 2. Okay, those of you that chose pile option number 2 with Lady Luck. So Lady Luck actually represents you. So let's see, you maybe, look at her, she's holding that card. So let's read from the book what this means, because it could have a special message for you. It says, Lady Luck is on your side. A change of fortune is in store for you. A twist of fate that is meant to be. You're a winner, baby. You're about to hit the jackpot. Do you think that luck is something that only happens to other luckier people? Your attitude can attract luck to your side, no matter if you once thought you were the unluckiest person alive. Luck is attracted to a certain type of consciousness, an attitude, a belief that life wants to help you and has the infinite power and creative imagination to do that in endless ways. Attracting luck means being open to the genius of life, which works itself out perfectly, bringing benefits to us again and again, even if we have no clue how, where, or why it operates the way it does. Okay, now let's look and see what are your 2 options when it comes to love. So option number 1, now I'm going to let you choose. That's up to the viewer, which is which. You know, that resonates with each viewer individually, okay? So option number 1, the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very stable, very grounded. She most definitely is the wifey type. She is someone who blossoms abundance. She's very fertile. She's very motherly. So earth energy, which is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Option number 2, we have the Empress. So the Empress, she is the queen of all queens. She is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, all wrapped into one. She is extremely fertile. In most Empress decks, she does show, the card shows her as pregnant. We do see the swan here with all the decklings. She's highly intuitive. We do have a planchette there. So this person may be into the occult. She may be you may associate with her as being a witch. She may have children, or she may want children. But she, just like the Queen of Pentacles, she's very abundant, which of course she is. She's got the Queen of Pentacles wrapped up into her persona already. The Queen of Pentacles, though, may be someone possibly who is into finances. I'm hearing loan officer for somebody. If that resonates, so be it. So let's go ahead and move the Empress in the background. And let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? So let's look and see how you and the Queen of Pentacles here, how your connection would flow, okay? So first we're going to look at the positive aspect of the relationship between you and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King of Wands. So this is definitely a fertile, passionate, creative connection. The King of Wands, that's fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They may have some fire in their sign, as well as Pentacle earth energy. The thing about the King of Wands, he is an action-oriented king. He will get in there and work alongside everybody else. He wouldn't ask anyone to do anything that he wouldn't do himself. Then we have the Moon. He does have some secrets. The Moon is Piscean energy, so he does have some secrets. and they are deep-seated. Also, this has to do with deep emotions. So there might be an emotional connection here with this Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love, and it's overflowing. It's that fresh, vibrant, falling in love energy, right? So, being with the Queen of Pentacles, yes, this is a hard-working individual, but they have things they haven't revealed yet. There's things you just don't know yet. Doesn't say if it's good, it doesn't bad. But it does give the Queen of Pentacles a little air of mysteriousness, right? Which may be why you're attracted to her. Now let's look at the negative aspects of being with the Queen of Pentacles here. So we have the Villain of Decay. It says impotent, which is funny because we've already determined she is fertile. But impotent may mean, I'm getting that it makes you feel, you know, she is so magnificent, so prosperous, so abundant, that she seems too perfect, too good to be true. And maybe she makes you feel like you're not good enough. And then we have Imposoro, crocodile tears. The thing that I'm getting, possibly this might be what she hasn't revealed. She does sense to have a victim mentality. She's been through some things, and she's probably very slow moving energy, and that's probably why. It's probably she's been through some things. She's, you know, and she probably, see how she's got that coin guarding her heart? So that's what makes me think she's been through things, and she's probably, you know, with that moon, she's not going to want to reveal that too easily. You know, she keeps that bottled up inside. We have ignition. You sparked something deep inside of me. So, like that King of Wands down there, that might be what that's talking about. You've sparked something within her. And also, with that moon, she may have been single for a while. You know, that also with the impotent. She may have been single for a while. You know, sometimes if we've been through enough crap, we finally think, you know what, I've had it. I don't want to go out with nobody ever again. And then here you come along, and she's like, you made her. It's like that song by, what is her name? So you made her fall in love again, right? So it's like, God damn. Something, I can't say, God damn. Think I'm in love again. Something like that. Those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I'm not going to sing for you. Then we have commitment. I know we are meant to be, and I'm committed to our love. So, y'all, definitely, this person is like, the two of you, it sparked this passionate love between you. And it's like she's guarded, but at the same time, you and her both want to be committed to each other. Now, take this as this resonates. If you are watching for a man, just take it how it resonates, okay? But this is a feminine energy. You can be a man and have the feminine energy, okay? It's just an energy. Then we have spiritual and enlightenment. So this possibly could be a twin flame connection. Especially we have ignition with the flame there. Rest and relaxation. Wow. Possibly the rest and relaxation has to do with an ebb and flow in the connection. But y'all are so... And that happens with passion. You know, it ebbs and it flows. So, you know, it's like you're just going to have to go with the flow. Then we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Wow, that's a great message. I'm sorry, my grandkids are here while I'm recording this, so I'm like distracted. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So there's definitely, you know, that ignition, that fire burning. And then we have number 40 for telepathic. I can hear you. This definitely could be a high-level soulmate or twin flame connection, because if you have a telepathic communication with this person, that deep soul connection, then wow, this is definitely about coming into balance, not only within yourself, but within your connection. So let's go ahead and get this moved out of the way, and we will start talking about your Empress. So let's move this Queen of Pentacles over here and start talking about this Empress. So, what's some positive aspects about you and this Empress? So we have the Three of Cups. You may have met this person at a party, a celebration, or a get-together, maybe a wedding. I'm really strongly getting wedding. It could have been, it's for some of you, sorority party, a fraternity party, something. But it's some kind of celebration or get-together. Then we have the Hermit. So this, again, could be a spiritual connection. The Hermit talks about going within, spending time alone so you can go within and do your work. Also, you or this person may have been single for a while, just like the Queen of Pentacles. This energy is very similar. So you may be attracted to a specific type. And then we have the Four of Wands. So union, coming into union. So wow, it looks like this is someone that you're connecting with on a very deep spiritual level. And this might be your divine feminine or your divine masculine, however it resonates. But this is a divine feminine energy. And just like this was a feminine energy. So you may be coming into union with this one. And then we have Seven of Swords, optical illusions. Things aren't always what they seem. Dum, da, da, dum. And then we have the number 9, Hermit, quarantine lockdown. Look, we have the Hermit twice. So, wow. This person spends time alone, possibly because they choose to do so. They choose to be alone. They may be empathic to the point that it's debilitating. That is something that happens quite a bit. We have Four of Decay, prisoner. They may be a prisoner in their own mind, their own facilities, like the empathic energy I was picking up. This person has, again, with the optical illusion, they have self-limiting beliefs that they would need to work on in order for this to progress the way it should. We have grasping. I can't let go. I'm getting a strong sense of a codependent type connection here. Then we have achievement and good fortune. There is a possibility that there could be growth in this connection, you know, where it seems like maybe this person drives me crazy. You know, they're always accusing me of shit, always being, you know, but, and it's funny because the Empress don't usually have that type of energy, but maybe that's because you're having to heal with this connection. Then we have sudden progress and change. So it's like all of a sudden, maybe you've been in a rut. Maybe it was fun. All of a sudden, it's going to come into union, and there's going to be progress. There's going to be healing. We have beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Yeah, this is definitely a healing connection. Because if you're having to heal and you're having to recognize the mirror in each other, then we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So this is telling me that you're going to have to make this decision with your heart and not your head. You're going to have to follow your heart on this. You and this person are in separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And it's funny because it's the union card. So maybe this is someone you've been in a marriage with. This may be your wife and you're having an affair with the Queen of Pentacles. If so, You know, everything you've achieved in this marriage, in this connection, this relationship, and you are jeopardizing this connection. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. If you want to be with this Empress, you're going to have to spend time with this one. Let me tell you something. And that's not for everybody. This is, it's just, if you put as much effort into the one person you want to be with, it's going to be successful. Instead of, you can't dispense your energy in a bunch of different people. You have to focus on the connection that you truly want with all your heart. And follow your heart and not your head. Because let me tell you something. Your head is a liar. Your head, your logic is constantly giving you these doubts and feeding you these fears. And like, oh my God, he isn't validating something, So, and I'm telling you, I know this for a fact because I went through it. I still go through it. Okay? And then we have the number 29, impatient. I can't wait. Even when you're away from each other, you can't wait to see each other again. What you doing with the Queen of Pentacles too? Okay, so needless to say, these are both amazing women, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. They are amazing women, both of them. The choice is going to be up to you which one you choose, because they're both amazing. They both have their positive aspects. They both have negative aspects. But there's growth in both of them. So, Lady Luck, is luck on your side? Or are you about to face a downfall? So you really need to think who you're going to choose and who is in your heart. Is it the Queen of Pentacles? Or is it the Empress? So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you found it informative, if you enjoyed it, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile option number 3. Okay, if you chose pile option number 3 with Rooster Mama, this is your reading. Rooster Mama represents you, okay? That's supposed to be representing you. So I'm going to read this little message from the book. So that way, it may give you a message, something you need to hear, something you need to know. It says, Rooster Mama is her own person. She's a rebel, a maverick, a renegade, an offbeat individual who dances to her own rhythms. She is the authentic eccentric who doesn't fall in with the plans other people make for her. Oh, that fits me. That's who I should be. Rooster. I should change my name to Rooster Mama's channel. Not really. Not going to happen. It says, let me start this. She is the authentic eccentric who doesn't fall in with the plans other people make for her, but creates her own consciousness with optimism and flair for self-expression. She says you are unique, positive, and rebellious too. In a world where we are taught we need permission to do almost anything, it takes guts to decide to give yourself unconditional permission to be unconditionally yourself. When you do, however, an exhilarating sense of freedom, excitement, and happiness bubbles up from within. Permission to be strangely beautiful, weirdly wonderful, and divinely eccentric creates charisma, energy, and inspired ideas. Your own opinion of yourself becomes more important than the voices of fear that want to control you because they are afraid of the power within you. You have compassion for that which is enslaved by fear, but you don't buy into it. Rooster Mama sees this divine defiance in you and how it empowers you to make your own choices, to choose your own consciousness, the power to live your life in whatever way you see fit, whether others understand it or not. So I do apologize. I know y'all's hearing all this background noise in the background. I have my grandkids here, but the loudest of them all is their own mother. My daughter, Krista, she's like super loud. Okay, so we have 2 piles here. You have 2 choices when it comes to your love life. Option 1 or option 2. So let's take a deeper look. Option 1 is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is air energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It's also the fastest moving knight in the whole deck. This is someone who sometimes may be very rash, the rush in, and they're not, without thinking of the consequences. They're just like all gung-ho. And then you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is fire energy, which is Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. The King of Wands is an action-oriented king. He does not ask you to do anything that he wouldn't do himself. He's a very passionate ruler. Okay? So, those are your 2 options. I'm going to move the King of Wands over here in the background because we're going to focus on the connection between you and the Knight of Swords. So, the positive aspect of being in a connection with the Knight of Swords. Let's see what's going on. We have the 3 of Cups. So, this is someone who brings you happiness and joy. 3 of Cups to me has to do with celebration. Sometimes for some people that does mean third party situation. I don't usually read the 3 of Cups that way, but for some reason I'm being told to voice that, so that may be something that's important. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, also Spirit is saying if you're in a third party connection, other than the choices that you yourself is doing, if this person puts you in a third party situation, you're going to know about it. Other than the fact that you're putting yourself in a third-party situation. So, no judgment here, I promise. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are always new beginnings, but Pentacles has to do with 3D connections in our physical realm. So... There is an idea here of possibly also you may have met this person at some type of celebration, wedding, baby shower, graduation, or some frat party, something like that. And this is starting this new connection in the 3D. Of course, the Ace of Pentacles is not an action-oriented new beginning. It's just a new connection. And then we have the 4 of Wands. Now, the thing about the 4 of Wands is it is a union, commitment type of card. So this is someone that, for the majority of you, that you are possibly in a connection with and is fixing to go to a new level. There is the idea of it going into a new level and it hasn't actually happened yet. There is this aspect of, for some of you, this could be someone that it could move in that direction. The positive aspect of this connection is it could be a committed long-term relationship. Now, the negative aspect of this connection, we have the 9 of Torment, Night Terrors. This has to do with you having your self-doubt, your fears. You and this connection both, you're like, oh, this is fast moving, because that is the Knight of Swords, who does move really quickly. And so you're thinking, am I messing everything up? Especially if you already had the King of Wands. I don't know. That's just if it resonates with you. You may be losing sleep. But there's something that causes anxiety in this connection. We have Temperance, Fallen Angel. This may be someone who has a bad reputation, or a reputation as being a ladies' man. Someone who just wants to seduce you. And just because someone has a bad reputation doesn't mean that their reputation doesn't define them. So always keep that in mind. We have the Nine of Decay, alienation. So this person may have alienated you. They may have ghosted you. Or for some of you, this is someone who is just very strongly independent. They came in like a wrecking ball, and then sometimes it's like this back and forth energy, even though usually that's the Knight of Wands. For some reason, I'm picking up for this Knight of Swords. But there may be an essence of they may have ghosted you. And then we have the 16th Tower, the end times. Definitely this could have been someone you broke up with, in separation with, but there was an ending there. Then we have emptiness. My bed feels empty without you. So this person is missing you. They miss your presence, definitely in their bed, but they miss your presence in their life as well. We have new opportunities. So one or the other, either you or this person moved on to a new connection. And yeah, next we had moving on, escape. So yeah, it seems like this person probably is the one that left you. And that's why you wanted to watch this reading, possibly, is because you still have feelings there. You're trying to see what opportunity there could be. You know, even though you're also attracted to the King of Wands, you're like, oh, well, we broke up, and I've started talking to so-and-so, but I don't know if I can move on from my Knight of Swords. Well, I don't know. We have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So don't live in the past. You know, forgive it and move forward. Whether you're moving back forward with the Knight of Swords, or if you're moving forward with the King of Wands. Whichever way, you have to release that pent-up energy and forgive. Because forgiveness, it's not about helping them. Forgiveness is about helping you. Okay? Then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Oh my God. Yeah. It's like you already knew that. You felt it. You felt it coming. That's probably why you still feel that connection. If it's a soulmate that you don't see or intend or want to get back together with, you may have to do a cord cutting ritual. And then we have number 2, partnership. It's always been you. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Knight of Swords. We have it's always been you, soulmate, forgiveness. New opportunity may have to do with being able to get back together. Of course, on this side you have, I didn't do this for any of the other ones, but for some reason I feel to do this. Emptiness, I feel empty without you. That's a positive. End times, alienation, fallen angel, night terrors. These are all negative aspects. So we only have 5 negative aspects. We have all these positive aspects. So we're doing the pros and cons. We have union. We have new beginnings. We have happiness. So look at the difference if you was to go with option number 1. Now, let's take a look now at option number 2, the King of Wands. Let's see what could be going on with this one. You're falling out. You're like, oh, hell no, I've decided I want the King. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what is a positive aspect? What's positive about being in a relationship with this King of Wands? Rooster mama. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. It talks about how you have been left out in the cold. You probably by the Knight of Swords. Y'all broke up. So this probably, you know, you and him may have possibly both of you or one or the other has been left out in the cold at some point. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles has to do with someone who is greedy, kind of selfish, and not really so much that, not always. Sometimes it means someone who's very good with finances. They're very good with saving money and budgeting. It is the King of Wands, so he may be a self-built man where he built himself up. And the best way to keep your money is not to give it away. The best way to make money is to figure out how to get it from other people. I had an economics professor at a college tell me that before. It wasn't just me, it was the whole class. But I remember I thought that was weird. But I kind of get it now. So, and it seems like this may be a connection with, because look, he's got white, gray hair. You've got dark hair. This may be someone, there may be an age difference between the two of you. And he came in, you know, recognizing someone who is hurt, been left out. And he comes in like a big old sugar daddy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So he came in like the Six of Daddy. He came in like a sugar daddy. And he's got all this money, right? And here you are, you've been hurt, you've been left alone. Look, your head's kind of down. You've been a little sad. You know, here you are, you're kind of rebellious. You go your own way. You're very unique. And he's looking at you like, come here, baby. Come here, sit on Daddy's lap. You want Daddy to buy you a new car? And then he's giving you this. This is definitely, I'm sorry, this is definitely Sugar Daddy. This is Sugar Daddy right here. So let's look at the negative aspects of this connection. We have the number 5, Hierophant, the false prophet. So this is someone who, the Hierophant to me has to do with traditional relationships. And if it says false prophet, this is someone who's just going to lead you on. That they like you around. They're the sugar daddy, but only until they get tired of you. We have the 3 of Rage, up in flames. I think eventually this is going to definitely go up in flames. We have the 9 of Sorrow, access denied. Here he's being generous. He's pulling you in. May have you a new apartment in a sky rise, or got you a new house and whatever it is. Got you a car. He's spoiling you. But what happens when that sugar daddy gets tired of his little piece of candy? All of a sudden you cut off. All of a sudden you become a burden. Okay? Access gets denied. We have wearing a mask. I'm sick of pretending to be someone I'm not. So to be with him, you know, especially if he's a sugar daddy and got all that money. I mean, to be with the King of Wands, you have to do and say and act the way he wants you to. And you're the rooster mama. You're very highly rebellious. You don't like being dictated to. End of learning cycle. This is going to end. You will learn this is a karmic connection. It was just a learning. Limitations. Again, you're being told what you can and do and say and wear and everything. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. You already know. Then you had 2 romance angels. The first one says, children. Your love life is being affected by children. I think that more has the aspect of having to do with someone who is like your sugar daddy. Also, he may be old enough to be your daddy. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Look, he looks kind of bored. He's like, oh, let me go ahead and pray for this little wench here. But I think this just has to go to show that this is a learning experience. It is a karmic connection. And then the last card for this one is number 20. I think it's the 21. This feels like torture, shadows. So this is, if the Knight of Swords is your soulmate, the King of Wands is your devil. So just take that how it resonates with you. So, I mean, if you're just wanting a sugar daddy, well, there you go. There you go. There's your option. You know, keep that fire ignited as long as you can, honey. And then if you're wanting something that's you can have that's true, but it's going to take some work, there's your Knight of Swords. There probably is a possibility you can get back together with that one. the choice is, of course, yours. So take it how it resonates. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I love reading your comments and your feedback. If you have any ideas for pick a cards, you can always leave a comment or send me an email. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.